so I'm gonna get another piece. And then I'm gonna start to sew around the outside. I'm gonna take my yarn again, and you could switch different colors. You don't have to do them all the same color. So I'll do black for this one. So I'm gonna put my yarn through my needle. Okay, remember my ends are together. Knot the ends, same way that we've been doing it. Okay. And now here's where it gets a little tricky. I need to make sure now when I do the outside that I'm holding it together. I'm gonna go all the way around that outside until I get like a little bit, like about an inch. And then I'm gonna leave that open because if I sew it closed, I won't be able to stuff it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by tucking my knot inside. So I'm gonna push my knot through so it's on the inside. And then here's how you sew them together. What you're gonna do is hold a little piece at a time, and you want your stitches to be nice and close together, because if they're not close together, what's gonna happen is the stuffing, when you go to stuff it, it's gonna fall apart. So I'm gonna put my needle through both pieces of fabric, and I'm just gonna wrap around so that my needle's always pointing straight ahead. So here's another one. Wrap it and pull. Wrap it and pull. Wrap it and pull. So I'm gonna keep going, and you can see where it's starting to come together and to stay together. I wouldn't go any further apart than that. And you have to always make sure that you're going through both of those pieces of fabric. So I'm gonna do that till I start to run out of yarn. And then once I'm done with my yarn, okay, so let's say I only have this much left. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end that first so I can show you how to do the next part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snip it, give yourself a little bit of room so that you can keep the knot. Now, I don't want the knot to be on the outside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open that piece, take it out of one side, and then I'm gonna double knot it. Okay, 1 and 2. Snip it. Okay, and then I would just keep going around the outside. So if I'm using the same piece that I just used, I'm gonna just retie it so you can see how to start it. Okay, and then I'm gonna start it by bringing it through one piece of fabric so that I tuck that knot inside. And then I'm gonna keep holding it together just like I was doing, and keep going all the way around until I get that little hole. Once you have that little hole, don't cut this off, then you just stuff it and fill it. Okay, so have fun creating your ugly doll. I'll keep doing mine so you can see how it gets finished. And I hope you have a good time making them. Oh my God, I didn't record any of that.
No, you did.
Okay, so once I have a little opening, about that big, I'm gonna take some of my stuffing, okay, and then I'm going to have my stuffing go in there. If you want it to be more squishy, use less stuffing. If you want it to be more firm, then add more stuffing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get some in there, see how much it takes. Make sure that you push the stuffing up by the ears so it gets in by the ears. Probably only a little bit more. And see how I left my yarn tied so that this way I didn't have to rethread my needle again. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Now all you need to do is you're gonna stitch that back together, And this is the only knot that you should see on the outside. Okay, the others should be hidden on the back or on the inside. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going till I close that hole up. So then I'm gonna cut it, leave yourself enough room to knot. And I'm gonna double knot it. One and two. And snip it. And then here's my cute little ugly doll. Okay, have fun, guys.